I got my first period at 14, and for years, my cycle was unpredictable, painful, and exhausting. At age 26, I was finally diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a lifelong hormonal disorder. Not just me, 1 in 10 women worldwide are affected by this. If unmanaged, PCOS women are 2 times more likely to develop endometrial cancer, face higher chances of type 2 diabetes, or even fertility issues. I'm one of them. To understand the day to day reality of PCOS, we conducted symptom mapping, and the results were overwhelming. Women experience 12 and more symptoms every month, but the pattern is unique for every cycle. On average, symptom shows up 17 out of 30 days. That 17 days in a month is 200 days in a year. And across a 35-year reproductive span, that's nearly 7,000 days. Almost 19 years of women's life spent dealing with symptoms. Let that sink in. So we asked the next question. What does PCOS management actually look like today? We ran user interviews and even launched a Reddit post to see what women say in their own words. Their tracking is scattered across apps, notes, and memories. They forget key symptom details at appointments. Doctors don't receive organized and meaningful data for them to care. Women require increased awareness and education as they grow. Most apps out there do not understand the complexity of PCOS. That's why we are building Oviact. Oviact is a unified, intelligent PCOS data hub that turns scattered symptom tracking into actionable understanding for women and their healthcare providers. Let me show you what that looks like. Instead of juggling 5 different apps, Oviact gives women one place to track every meaningful PCOS signal. User can also upload lab reports directly. Oviact reads the results, tracks trends over time, and explains what value might mean in plain and simple language. Before doctor's visits, users can export a clinician-ready summary highlighting key trends, patterns, and changes. And we built something most PCOS tools ignore completely, Partner View. It gives partner a shared view of PCOS journey and progress. And conversation prompts, so support doesn't come as a random advice to you, it becomes aligned action. If we do this well, the impact is threefold. First, women walk in with care with doctor-ready summaries. Second, they get evidence-based guidance so they can act early. Third, over time, this reduces long-term risks like diabetes and infertility through better detection and better management. The opportunity is real. The global digital PCOS market is 2.4 billion, and in the US alone, that's 252 million. Our beachhead is 10 million serviceable obtainable market. We target US women aged 20 to 35 who are digitally active and reachable through existing PCOS communities. Most other services out there treat PCOS as only fertility issue. That leaves a big size for Oviact to fill in the market that treat PCOS as a lifelong condition. And the women's health practitioners agree. The healthcare ecosystem is ready for tools like Oviact that empower both patients and also physicians. Our roadmap is very simple. Validate, build, pilot, and scale. I'm building Oviact because I lived PCOS for over a decade. But this isn't driven by emotion, it's driven by evidence and execution. With 6 years in user research and product innovation, I'm trained to build for real-world health complexity. And we are supported by Kelly Collier, a health innovation mentor and a former medtech founder. We are recruiting early users and collaborators as we launch the MVP and pilot. Scan the QR and visit oviact.com and join us in the making of women's health easier to manage and harder to dismiss. Thank you.